Hey there, fellow bookworms, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid Build 42, Episode 8, Road Trip. How have I not leveled up in forging yet? Like, for real. Oh no, I super have. I'm almost level 4. Okay. Is it not making noises? I didn't hear, like, the big noise of you leveled up. There! A branch! Finally! Alright. That means I have everything I need in order to make myself an axe. Which is the start of my primitive toolsmithing. I'll just slow walk back to my house. See what I can see on the way. Like a caterpillar. Disabling my search focus. I think that was just like random ambient noise of an animal, which is strange. I definitely didn't see a bull or cow near me. So if we want to make the axe, I will also need to get to a workbench, which is just like a flat surface. So there's a stone hammer. There's my axe. So it requires light and a work surface. A rag, a stick, and a flint flake. Actually, you know what? Oh, yeah, I don't have a large axe head. Okay. Wanted to make sure that if I could make this, I would. At some point, we can try for a large stone axe head and a long handle and make it nicer, or a jawbone axe if I'm going to go butcher the deer that I got for its jawbone or something like that. But we would need higher level napping or maintenance for that. So, future goals. But I do know the blueprints for it, which is this, like, icon, learned recipe. So it's a recipe that I have access to. Alright, for now, because I don't really have any storage, everything is going to go on the ground. I should also probably freeze my herbs that I rummaged. Here we go. The tree that I'm sure I will I'll crash into multiple times is getting cut down. Wow, that's loud. Alright, what do you want me to do next? Make more primitive tools, collect the chickens, or build a fence. So, in terms of my base, what I intend to do is to try to enclose this area. So I'm going to have one livestock zone here, specifically for chicken coop. Create this zone. I'm going to rename it Chicken Farm. Chicken farm. And then I'm going to do another zone. Oh, I keep misclicking. Or rather, there we go. Which is going to be like back here for the other animals. And the reason for this is I don't want to have to go running out to the barn or driving out to the barn regularly. That, like, doesn't sound good to me. So just putting animals back here. And calling it the livestock yard. And then I can convert the garage into a covered section for them. Heyo, you're not livestock. So it looks like making more primitive tools seems to be the popular choice. I don't know what I'm lacking, though. But what I can do is start to consider... maybe working towards the homemade sledgehammer or something. Because I have a hammer, I have a sickle. So I would say something like a sledgehammer would be very nice. Which means being able to make a sledge head. That's weird. So assembly. Maybe you can't make a sledgehammer head? I thought you could in, like, blacksmithing. But that would be a long way off. I don't even have a blacksmithing menu. Alright, let's see more reasonably what other tools we can make. So, going into maintenance. Why isn't there a sub-menu for maintenance? That's confusing. It's called survival, I guess. I don't have the skills to make a large stone axe. I don't think I have the skills to make a stone maul head either. Napping 4. So perhaps we just need to level up napping. Which means grabbing flint nodules, making a stone hammer, that kind of thing. So stone hammer is like another grab the tree branch that we got. And for now, I'm going to leave the logs there. So prior to making more tools, I just want to check how watered this got. Well watered. Yeah. Looks like everything got well watered. Nice. I got lucky with when it rained. Nope. Typing M for the filter here for the recipe name opens your map sometimes. So for me to make this, I also need a blade. I believe I have a blade back in the base that I have in the kitchen, I think. Or maybe it was in the car. Trying to remember. Character's probably gonna get hungry, so we'll just thaw a ham. Eat the whole damn ham. Yeah, 79 dropping, despite the fact they ate chicken nuggets, fries, another package of fries, ice cream, and a burger in the last day. Oh, my diet is gross. Maybe I was wrong about the knife? I swore I had a knife. Meat cleaver might count. I didn't look very closely at the long list of things that was needed. No, I don't want to open the map. I'm just trying to type hammer. Nope. Apparently cleaver is not good enough. In fact, it's throwing errors, as you can see. Got it. So cleaver can't be used to also slice ham. Okie doke. Where is the knife I had? I swore I had a sharp fillet knife. Maybe it's just my imagination. Alright, I guess I have to make a knife, too. I'll check, you know, I haven't been very good at checking all the, shelves here, so I'm gonna recheck them to make sure I didn't overlook something that's already in the house. It's in the kitchen? I thought it was in the kitchen, but I didn't see it. Maybe I just open up the recipe book and see what it tells me I'm standing near or whatever. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay, got myself a stone hammer. Cool. These things are heavy. Alright, so I got the stone hammer. Let's go back to survival. And if I wanted to make... I don't really need a stone knife because I have a regular one. I could start trapping, but that's not really tools. So I think all the really basic tools I already have. I don't have a maul, though. So the stone maul head just requires more napping. So I think at this point, I'm just going to collect things to nap to level up my napping. I would have liked to have the napping book, though. So I guess the question I have for you is, should I go to the nearest library for books? A lot of what you can do in game is locked behind, you know, an experience level. And it's going to be a slow grind unless I can learn me some book stuff. Another thing is, once I get a carpentry level 3, I'll be able to make a butcher hook, so that I can butcher animals for their meat and leather more effectively. For now, I have the frozen whitetail doe. But any farm, like, there's so many farm animals around where I am, and it would be very easy to butcher those animals for their leather, meat, etc. So for now, I think, because of how heavy these tools are, the stone hammer and the stone axe, I'm going to leave behind in my kitchen. And perhaps seek out... books. And the big question is, where is the... like, where might I find books around me? I have pretty good knowledge that of the map as it was pre-update. And I'm worried that in order to find proper education, I'm going to have to do a significant amount of driving. I think that that's going to be the case. It's almost 4 p.m. in game, so departing now would probably not be worth it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to empty out my my car here for everything but the ratchet wrench and the tire iron, and prepare the car to go on a bit of a book run. With everything there is to do in the game, having books is going to be necessary. Mantle One, thank you for the resub, by the way. And I'm just going to dump all this, like, right in the living room. I'm not doing any organization. Not until I have shelving. So where would I go for books? You know, I honestly don't know. I mean, I am... We'll have to decide that. So taking a look at the map, I'm just going to rough it out for you. So we do have a point of interest here. This was... I should have actually marked down, labeled what it was. But that right there is probably Riverside? Like Riverside's something? I don't know what building that is. There are some bigger cities sort of near me. And the question is, I don't really have the lay of the land of those buildings. So I think going to like Rosewood is going to be easiest for just because it's a city I'm familiar with and I'll be able to like get in, get what I want, get out. So I'm here in Echo Creek. This is I'm assuming the creek called Echo Creek. There are a bunch of new cities. So there's like there's big new cities here and like down here, roughly. But because I don't have them on the map, it's going to be really challenging for me to make use of that information. So I'm probably best suited to go to the one that I actually have a map for. I think that's also pretty fair in terms of like game discovery, is to go to the ones that you have labeled. Which means heading to this area here. And in terms of the map key, we have community. So if we knew nothing about the game, we could assume that community is schools and stuff like that. My worry, and I was talking about this at the start of the stream, is that the amount of effort and energy it takes to clear cities now is pretty absurd. So that would be my concern with that. So if we are going on a multi-day trip, I don't have a lot of food that is good for the road. Let's continue to clear out the car and just do what we can. So we got a ratchet wrench and a tire iron left in the car for emergency stuff. And we're just emptying it out. So what I'm going to want to do is to lighten my load as much as I can. And then get ready for a bit of a road trip. So having books on me that I haven't read that I can read is pretty useful. Bandages. And then, of course, like loading myself full of food. Non-perishable food. Assuming that I'll probably be able to actually find a lot of food while I'm out there. But I don't want to make that assumption and then, like, starve or whatever. So we'll bring Masonry 1. Was there any other 1 books I had? Getting drowsy. Alright, that's fine. Electrical 2. All the magazines I've already read. Mechanics 1. Oh, I do have chisels up here. It's interesting that the lug wrench doesn't have a tooltip. for what it does, but the new tools do, the tire iron and the like. I feel like that's just overlooking. So another thing I could do is to just feast on non-perishable or perishables tonight to like fat myself up. So I'm going to eat a lot so that I can eat less on the road. Time to get gross. Do I keep a can opener on me? Yes. Okay, so we'll bring the canned beans, the fruit jam, the mac and cheese in the car. It's not a lot of food to be kept in the car, but it's the best we can do. And I'll just have to be looking for food while I'm out and about. I'm going to keep the books on me in case I have to abandon the vehicle for whatever reason. Abandoning a little bit of food in the car is fine. Abandoning, like, books that I might only find once would be worse. Time to put on the weight. That is a lot of meat. Big old mountain of meat. So tomorrow I will I'll head out. Do I have spare battery anywhere? That's another thing that has significantly changed. Is if you don't have batteries and it's like nighttime, oh, good luck. Alright, apparently this TV remote doesn't have a battery I can take out. Bummer. Protein overload? Yes. I mean, given my daily workout of killing mountains of zombies and farming, it's probably fine. Any batteries anywhere? Gin, if I wanted gin and tonics. Or just drink straight gin. Oh, a pocket watch that actually works as a watch. That's neat. I'm not really spotting anything that's screaming, I'm a battery, take me. But batteries are pretty easy to find out on the road. We'll just have to add it to the list of things to grab. Well, let's maybe I can finish the electrical book before I go to sleep. I can also bring the cola with me. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the cola is caffeinated too. So you gotta be careful with that. It's like drinking coffee. It can backfire if you want to go to sleep or something. So we managed to read the electrical 2 book. Eating a whole bunch of ground beef and going to sleep. No battery, but a handgun in every room. Rural Kentucky. That's the way it is. Alright, time for the road trip. The good news is I don't really have to worry about the chopper anymore, because it already came. It only comes once, so we know we won't have that issue. Did anything... Nothing was left on. No headlights, no radio, no AC. This battery sucks. It's probably wise to swing by the gas station before I leave and to top up a spare can of gas, if possible. Because the tank in this vehicle isn't very big. I could have brought the box truck. The trouble with the box truck is it's more cumbersome, it's big, and you can get hung up and stuck. I'd rather have something that's a little bit more maneuverable for my safety. What happened to the other truck? The truck I don't have keys to? Is that the one you're referencing? I have cars. I left all the vehicles that I have access to at the gas station here. I hear something. Nope, stop. Stop refueling. Wow. You actually need to, like, cancel the action now. Meaning it would be very easy to get caught refueling. That's different and scarier. I couldn't just, like, walk away from the pump. It was like I had to hit escape. Yeah, WASD has me rotate, not move. I'm glad I found that out the less than lethal way, because that could have been worse. Is there a battery in here anywhere before I go? There's gum. Oh, there'd be battery in this radio. Okay, so we have a spare battery for the flashlight. In fact, I'm gonna switch them out now. How do I even do this? I feel... Alright, insert battery. It's just... What battery is it going to use? Oh, whatever. I'll swap it out later. Anything else in here that I want to grab? Because last time I was in here, I was not necessarily looking for the same subset of items that I'm looking for now. It's always the lowest that you put in? Got it. That explains that. Yeah, I don't really need level 5 mechanics. There, another battery. Was she the one that broke the window and then just walked around? I'm going with yes. All right. So we got batteries, we got everything we need. So now we're hitting the road, and I don't have a roadmap to get out here, but we're just going to go like southwest as much as the crow flies as we can. One thing I maybe should have done is swap out headlights, though. Because the headlights to this thing are probably pretty busted. So if we see a vehicle that looks kind of intact on the road, I'll do a quick headlight swap. Because as night falls, I'm sure... I mean, the light levels for Zomboid now are just ridiculously dim. Ha! There are deer stuck in the chicken pen. That's funny. Oh, flashlight. Take the battery out of that. Little CD for the road trip. Hearty's magazine. Well, that reduces stress. I'm going to leave the beer alone, though. The walkie-talkie would have had batteries, too, but I think we're set on batteries for now. A parking ticket. Oh, I'll just eat that now. A March Ridge map. I think that's what I already have marked, right? Yeah. I already had March Ridge marked down. Alright, Noah Dodds. Let's play your music. Turn on, but not loud. Alright. Down the road. Seems apropos of what I am doing. Okay, we have hit a T intersection, and I am going to go left. Oh. And 1 second, I'll be right back. Do animals attract Zeds? I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe the sounds they make, but not them. They're not actively hunted. Alright, we wanted to go southwest, so we'll try this way. This will be a lot bigger of a road here. Alright, I feel very entertained now. We'll turn that off. Oh, it's a setting when you make the world? I don't know what it defaults to. I guess it defaults to they're not attacked? Sorry, thought I heard Tusk barking. So how far are we from March Ridge now? Yeah, we haven't gotten very far. But any points of interest that look, well, interesting out on this road, I don't mind stopping for. You know, we're out here for books. So, whatever books we can find works for me. And that's why I'm stopping for, like, cars, although this car's pretty wasted. Seltzer water. Sure. Did this guy, like, crash into something and went through the windshield? Maybe? And my current weight is still 79. I've been eating like burgers and steaks. The amount of protein I'm eating probably is, oh, steak make you sad. Probably, disturbing. I'm all for it. I do like, I haven't seen a lot of, other vehicles on the road, which makes it a little safe to drive at speed, which is nice. The game still kind of chunks zoomed all the way out, but if I zoom in to make it smoother, I run the risk of smashing into something kind of fatally. Alright, we've got 2 cars here. Nice. Extra gas can's kind of nice to have. Another battery. This one had keys, but like, I don't care because I'm never going to use this vehicle. It's way too messed up. Okay, and I can't siphon from either one. I just wanted to quickly check to see if it was possible. And we're off. The other thing to look at... Oh, headlights? Both of those cars were totaled, so there wouldn't have been headlights worth taking, I don't think. Generally, when all the body is, like, crunched like that, as if it got in a huge collision, the subsequent parts within the car are all also crunched. If I see a good vehicle that is not smushed to hell, I'll check its headlights. I should also check to see if we even need it. I mean, my vehicle might not need headlights. I just assume I do because of the little fender benders I've been getting into. Oh, jeez. So one has a camel pack, that guy. But it's definitely not worth fighting all of them for, I don't think. Too many zombs. Thank you for tuning in to Project Zomboid Build 42, which originally streamed live on Twitch December 31st. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in the next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, fellow survivors.